Good morning. Is it from Zetster's lab? I wanted to make the video outside, but my gardener is here and hubby is fixing the water pump. So I thought I've got something to say, so let me just come and quickly say it. This morning, once again, I just realized the most important truth ever. Something that will absolutely change your life forever. And every time I realize this, truth comes and goes, and then I forget about it, and then I start living my life my way again, and then I realized, stop. So today's little talk is all about stop allowing life to pass you by. That's what we do. We believe life is something in the future. I mean, this morning as I was brushing my teeth, I walk around thinking what I need to do next. I mean, when I wash the dishes, I think about, I need to rush this so that I can go and do the next thing. And that's how we miss life. I mean, life happens now. Life is who we are. The abundant life, the same life that was in Jesus and in your spiritual Father, source, is in us. That is life. We wouldn't have been here alive if we didn't have the life, possesses the life, call it whatever you want to. But we miss the life that is in us because life happens now, and instead of being conscious and live in the now, we live in the future. The future never comes. There's no future. Because whenever I get to tomorrow, it will also be my now. This moment is life. Not the next moment or tomorrow or a week from now. Now, life happens. The life in me and in you is alive and flowing through us now. But the moment we start to focus on the next minute or the next thing we need to do, we miss what the life, abundant life, wants to show us, tell us now. We always think, I'm so rushed, I'm so tired, I'm trying to figure this out. Life is hard, life is terrible. Why? Because we're not living life now. Let's put it the other way. We are not consciously experiencing life now. That's why we experience turmoil, depression, anger, fear, tiredness, not knowing what to do, confusion. Everything what we experience hell when we're not walking in the life that is in us. The abundant life, the river of life, call it whatever you will. Your source, your life source, your Father's heart, heaven, paradise, life, abundant life is in you now, ready for you to be used, call it that, now. But instead of living in that abundance that is ours now, we block it, we ignore it, because our minds rush ahead or backwards. That's why we don't know what to do. That's why we are confused and totally rushed. I mean, I'm supposed to be this laid back one, not a perfectionist, laid back. And I cannot tell you how many times a day I catch myself feeling rushed. Why? Because I'm not savoring this moment. I'm not living in this moment. I'm not accessing my life now. Instead of living in this abundance that is mine and yours now, we're running to the wilderness, into a place where the life is not. It's death. Outside of this moment is death. Because there's no life outside of this moment. So if you ever want to live and experience abundant life, heaven now, call it heaven, call it paradise, call it, I don't know what we want to call it. But the only way to experience peace and joy and power and wisdom and provision and protection, name it, is when we start to live consciously in this moment. Because the life in us is wisdom, is power, is everything that we need now. It's the life is light. The life in us will show us exactly what to do now. Not a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. That's the mind. The mind that's our enemy will always focus and show us, tell us to figure it out and change your life and whatever. But that's not what it means to live now. Life, when we look at the birds, when we look at the trees, when we look at our animals and the ocean and the whatever, it's all happening now. I read the most beautiful thing. It said something that how to experience unconditional love, because that's what we really are. The abundant life in us is also unconditional love, and that same life and love is all around us, in all the animals and the birds and the trees and the grass and the ocean, whatever. That's abundant life. It's all around us. And when do we experience the unconditional love? I mean, look at the trees, look at your animals, look at the flowers, they bloom. It's unconditional love. The trees, the wind blowing, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize just they exist in this moment. And when we really start to look at them, they give us unconditional love this moment. Isn't it beautiful? But we miss everything because we follow our mind instead of our hearts. Our hearts, the life, abundant life that's in us. And it may sound crazy, but stop and think. Life happens now. And when we consciously starts to live and experience and flow and focus on this moment and what the life in us and all around us is showing us now, we can only experience peace and joy and abundance and power and love and whatever we need. Let's say you feel sick. Instead of worrying about the future and what, if we just start to slow down and focus on what's in and around us and allow that abundant life to flow through us, we will experience peace and joy in the midst. We will experience healing, deliverance, whatever we may need is ours now. So always when I say, fear not, all is well, all our needs, all my needs are met, and you look in the natural, it doesn't look like it. But as soon as I start to listen to this truth, I realize, yes, that's true. Everything I need, all my needs are met through the abundant life that is flowing through me now. And that is what this means, and that is why we need to stop ignoring, rejecting the life that is ours. This life, abundant life, energy, call it, I don't know what to call it, the same life that's all around us, the abundance, river of life, is there to guide us, help us, show us the way, provide for us now, because life flows, happens now. Therefore, now all your needs are met, and now all my needs are met. All we need to do is stop running ahead and start to flow and focus and be still and listen and feel and look and smell. Whatever happens now, then we will experience heaven now, abundance now. Fear will flee away. Anger, resentment, whatever, depression, whatever we're struggling with, will have to flee before the life that is in us. Nothing can withstand the abundant life, the powerful life that's upkeeping, call it that, the whole universe, everything. If we just start to focus and allow that life to teach us, show us the way, lead us, provide for us now. Thank you for tuning in. It's a fantastic day. Life happens now. Just look at this beautiful woman I painted yesterday. She's just living in the freedom of the life that is hers now. So let's do that. Fear not, all is well. You've got what it takes to live abundantly now. The slow down and the life in you will show you the way forward. Now. All is well now. Love you lots. Have a fantastic day. Is it from Zetster's Lab?